You have the Rockets as well, the Bandits Rage. All of these are great because Dianfeng Yaoguai wants to play in a close quarter combat. They want to play in a controlled environment. In this case, roamer-wise, if you want to continue down this route, Tigreal kind of feels okay now that Cho and Hylos are out of the picture. If not, there's actually not much setup
There's
left
not much.
though. Yeah.
There really is not much. Maybe something like a Kufra could possibly do something. But the Tigreal is best because you can handle the alpha, right?
I am the power of light incarnate.
So they pick up the Kaja.
Dado too, yeah.
Honestly, Kaja is the changes. Kaja's first skill can lower enemies' damage, and that's very, very impactful when everyone wants to deal damage. So honestly, this is a very good pickup. We just have to see how's the execution.
Yeah, you know what they say, if you want to take the Matilda Express, you can't do that if you're suppressed, right? No amount of Purify can help you out of that Divine Judgment. So I like this pick-off comp, at least the pick-off utility that Dianfeng Yaoguai has got them for themselves. Both teams have very different stories. DFYG wants to be the second Chinese team to qualify for Swiss stage, but for Nightmare Esports, it's been 3 years since they made it to main stage. This could be the beginning of that era once more.
Looking at both teams, all has talking to their coaches. They all understand the game plan. This is the opening match for the wildcard. M6 here in Malaysia. Nightmare going up against Dianfeng Yaoguai. Who will win the first match? Who will have the advantage in their groups?
It's going to be exciting as we will jump onto the land of dawn right at this moment. Nightmare Esports on blue side, Dianfeng Yaoguai on red. Right off the bat, we see the jungle path, complete opposite, right? Too Easy Alexi starting on purple, Zed on orange.
Yeah, but they are starting on the same side of the map here. Oh, it looks like Matilda there is, I think he got the buff.
Wait, did he?
Oh, no, he didn't.
Oh,
because,
it got me a heart attack.
No, because I saw Zed's level and it's like, wait, was it level 1? No, it's still level 2. So I legit thought he got the buff.
That would be a nightmare, let me tell you. But of course, we gotta remind people that the M6 Pass is now available from 18th of November to 29th of December. So complete active tasks, you got plenty of rewards that you can go for, including the Claude Battle emote, M6 Avatar, Glory Avatar Border, Boxer Battle emote, and a lot more. You max it out, you get the Claude statue.
Oh yeah, and if you guys don't know how that looks like later on during the caster cam, you guys can see the table. But looking at the rotations here, it looks like everyone understands controlling the river is going to be the priority here. PCU as well is basically moving around with Jasmine. He's mirroring Jasmine, making sure that he sees where he's going.
Call that damage from Kaja is pretty deadly, and Zed, he's just going to pass through that mid side to allow E1 to start moving around the map.
Is that an orange buff on PCU?
It is?
That's an orange
he stole
buff,
an
right?
orange buff. Oh my goodness.
Now, okay. Because I know, like I felt like one buff was stolen. I just didn't know who. I thought it was Jasmine, but okay. Apparently it was PCU.
I have a feeling he probably forced the retreat out at the purple buff. First turtle fight though. No, none of the Romans are level 4 yet, but you can see the damage from Dianfeng Yaoguai committing KLVJ. The Infinite Pursuit takes first blood as the Retribution comes through. Dianfeng Yaoguai finds 2 kills and a turtle.
This is the aggression that we want to see. We want to see Dianfeng Yaoguai move forward from their previous playstyle, and now they're looking very, very aggressive.
Long X is gonna flicker for it. Solo kill almost achieved. Cammy barely gets out as Soso arrives, steals the worldie, goes in Shadow Strike, finds the Terrify, commits the worldie, but Long, he's looking to fight back. The crit, Snipe committed. Cammy trades it back, but E1 finds the trade. And at the end of the day, Dianfeng Yaoguai still comes out on top.
Let me just say, Cammy took a very big risk there.
Yeah.
And he died, but he got a kill. So even I'm not sure whether it's worth it or not, but mentally, that's worth it. Killing with a snipe feels so good.
Yeah. Every basic attack from the Bruno, even in the early game, right? It's like the roll of the dice. Do I get a crit? That last hit after the flicker was not a critical. That would have been a solo kill for Long. So slightly unfortunate, but overall, PCO does have Divine Judgment. It's going to commit it onto Jasmine as Zed shows up, fractures him into pieces. Dianfeng Yaoguai with the 4th kill. But Nightmare Esports not done just yet. Spear of Alpha completely misses. Zed will be able to dash away.
2C for Lexi so far, I've seen making a lot of micro mistakes. We saw that basically whiffed ult, but even the jungle camp out top, he didn't last hit it. The last hit actually went to PCU, and now Zed having the Blade of Heptases. If you thought he had a lot of damage before, now even the tanks is going to feel it.
Yeah, almost a 2k gold lead for Dianfeng Yaoguai at under 4 minutes. For those who have used your guest coins for the M6 pass, you might want to hold your breath for a bit because DFYG looking solid in this early game. First item priority, Haas Claw for long completed just at that 4-minute mark.
Yeah, and right now we can see Cammy desperately trying to get his first item as well, taking the mid lane. Right now Zed and too easy for Lexi. Looks like Zed is going to be the one to secure the orange buff. Too easy for Lexi on the alpha right now. Is not feeling all too comfortable.
It's very devastating when you're up against the Nolan and the Nolan starts getting a hit, right? Then because you always reach your jungle camp first, always moves faster, thanks to just the difference in mobility. And with KelVJ in the front line, it's going to be hard. Jasmine finds the back line. KelVJ will just try to block them all out. RWM comes through. Zed does go down to too easy for Lexi, but KelVJ will respond with the Infernal Pursuit. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Turtle for Nightmare. Soso looking to get away, and both teams trade 1-for-1.
Soso was able to get the Divine Judgment, and I kind of feel like that really impacted the fight, making sure that not all the damage from Dianfeng Yaoguai actually moves forward. And too easy for Lexi, he actually got a solid ult over to Zed. That's a big game changer. The fact that they're able to take down the Nolan first, making it so that this Lord fight, this Turtle fight is just a fight. You're not really contesting for the Turtle anymore. And they still got the Turtle.
Yeah. I mean, first two turtle fights have really came down to who can take down the enemy jungler first, right? You just get that free retribution. So both teams, they ended up trading even. Dianfeng Yaoguai still in the lead, but there was close to 1,000 gold swing in favor of Nightmare. And I think right now, DFYG, they gotta reconsider certain options, especially when Oppa is starting to move around the map.
Something that Nightmare has shown as well. Their dive Husky is very strong when the Khalid is there, right? His Raging Sandstorm, too easy for Lexi's dive as well. Soso can take the Divine Judgment. And now, Dianfeng Yaoguai, they gotta take this turret, but now they gotta leave because the engage from Nightmare is just there.
And the target is gonna be
more priority in terms of the number of players around the Lord, and then they executed on it. That was an amazing play coming in from Dianfeng Yaoguai.
I agree. Even the usage of the RWM, even though Nightmare Esports Soso stole it, but you see the placement, right? Dianfeng Yaoguai completely boxed off too easy Luxy from the rest of his team. He had to commit the Spill of Alpha just to attempt the steal. So at the end of the day, I think the onus is always going to be on Nightmare to make that counter move. But you can't do it because there's a Kaja on the other side waiting to pull you into oblivion.
Yi1 having the highest damage here. Conceal play. It looks like they're not going to take it. They're just going to use the conceal to grab a free turret here. But yeah, Yi1 hasn't died yet. Highest damage in the game by far. The front lines from Nightmare is not having a good time. But if that's the only case, no problem. But the thing is, even the back lines is having problems.
Yeah. The biggest, and on top of that, when your roamer is the Matilda, you saw that one Void Crystal, right?
Yeah.
That one blast took away like, what, 15% of Jasmine's HP. You cannot kind of go for these trades anymore. Who's gonna check the bush? You can't do it because there's PCU just waiting as the Kaja to pull you away, and every single kill and assist conversion, every single takedown becomes an advantage.
Look at itemization here. How is the Matilda supposed to actually tank? 2 magic items here, not defensive. And now PCU, he has the fleeting time. So whoever he picks off and gets another kill, he basically can have 2 Divine Judgments in one team fight. The Malefic gun as well, like you said, Husky, has been built by Long. So you have the range, you have the damage, you have the penetration. This Bruno is online.
This Bruno has already reached that critical mass. And if you're Nightmare Esports, you're asking yourself right now, how do we get to the Bruno? We have to commit flickers for sure, but it guarantees nothing, right?
It's
like,
Opera and Jasmine, they got to make it happen.
Man, I agree.
No, here's the thing, Husky. It's not just Long. If they can get Long and Yi1, that's what you want.
It's asking too much though.
Hey, if you want to win, you got to make the impossible possible.
You're correct. Got to be greater than ever. It's one of the moments. Circling Eagle only onto PCU. That's 3 not the guy you want to commit on. They will still try. Soso, oh my god, that's 3 shots from Long. If only the first one was the crit, that would have been an instant kill.
Valentina's very small weakness is range, man, because she's a mid-range hero. And most marksmen with Malefic Gun outranges her by so far. It's really hard for Valentina in this situation to really get something done.
TCU has no flicker. He sees the happening almost post so. Lord slain by Dianfeng Yaoguai. So second Lord for them, 13 minutes into the game. This is going to allow them to start breaking inhibitors. But I'm going to ask you, Lofel, if this game goes late, right? If we hit critical mass, both teams reaching that 50k net worth, is it still an even game, or do you feel like just because of the team comp of Dianfeng Yaoguai, they have that advantage?
Dianfeng Yaoguai has an advantage where they can always make a fight 4v5 because of the Kaja. Nightmare Esports, they have an advantage because their marksman can deal AoE damage. So Nightmare Esports, they can definitely do it because Beatrix is one of the best scaling heroes in the game. The only problem is this Kaja always makes it unfair.
Yeah. They'll try and go on to long, but you see that range from the Malefic gun. Couple of hits is all it takes. No more banners raised already. They try to clear the wave out, but that's 2 inhibitors down. Doesn't help when the Lord is crashing in. Dianfeng Yaoguai looking for a potential game 1, or at least that opportunity. RWM committed by E1. Tries to force away Nightmare Esports, but team not really following up with it. All they care about is the structures. They get all 3 in hits.
Right now, no more inhibitors for Nightmare Esports. And the thing that made them survive this long is the fact that PCU doesn't have a flicker. If he had a flicker, trust me, Husky, they would force it. They would force it.
I can see that happening. You did point out that, you know, for the coaching staff of Dianfeng Yaoguai, you got Sasa, who's looking at the fundamentals. You're seeing it really built up very well. There's a burst opportunity on the Oppa. They will not commit the Divine Judgment just yet, but here
Jasmine.
they go. Jasmine getting caught out of position, and Dianfeng Yaoguai opportunistic.
0, 2, and 10. The only thing is he uses flicker as well, so they can't force an engagement after this unless KillVJ actually wants the front line, wants to force a fight here.
There is no way, but it feels like they're gonna try anyway. Too easy for Lexi, finds the Spear of Alpha, but the damage is just too much. They even missed the Nibiru's Passion from Cammy, and now Dianfeng Yaoguai will just tap the crystal. Game number 1 going over to DFYG.
Dianfeng Yaoguai starts off amazingly strong. Just from this one battle, Husky. Let me remind you,